Do you think you'll know, at what point during camp or when do you think you'll know that this defense is where it should be, on track to be maybe as effective as last year's? I don't know. How do you look at that? When do you think you'll know?
I mean, I think we already know that we have a lot of potential now. I think it's not solidified yet. We still have we got to create some depth in the defensive line. I know that for a fact. Secondary's pretty locked in. Linebackers are good. I think we just need to create some depth. So I think as camp gets towards the end of it, we'll have a really good idea of where we're at. And first game of the season, we'll see William and Mary.
What do you think about some of that depth behind you, like Vinny and Ricky and those guys? Like, how do they look? What's your assessment of those guys?
I probably ask Coach Walls more about that, but from what I see, I think those guys have a lot of potential. They're really skilled. They just got to get the experience, knowing the blocks, knowing the plays and stuff like that. But other than that, they have the skill sets, to be able to contribute. All of those guys.
Sounds like you're having little leg problems. Is that what I read correctly?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my knee's been bothering me kind of. My left knee's been bothering me a little bit with some type of tendonitis, I guess. But it's not really. It's been feeling really good, just on and off. Being inside has been on that turf's not really good for either. So, but it's nothing major. We're minor.
Sounds like you and Daddy are kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, pretty much. But mine's been going on longer than Daddy's. I've been dealing with mine since probably earlier this year. But it's been getting better. Doing rehab. Got a couple shots in it, so it's been feeling a lot better.
Is that something where, you've been around for 4 years now, that you don't necessarily need to be in there for every single rep in preseason?
Yeah, you don't, but at the same time, I try not to miss practice. Every rep still counts to me. I don't want to create any bad practice habits. I still want to get my reps in. I can still get better. So I try not to miss practice as much as I can.
What do you think is the ceiling for this defensive line? What is it? Can you guys do what last year's line did, do you think?
Yeah, like I saw some guys immediately, I think we could probably be more productive on the line. Like Coach Foster and Coach Beamer said, I really agree that we're more faster, more athletic on the defensive line. So I think this year see us in more people's backfields, sacks and TFLs, creating pressure on the quarterback, things like that.
Do you need that in this kind of era of college football? Everybody spreads things out. It seems like even defensive linemen have to run sideline to sideline to make
Yeah,
play.
I think so, because I think we play a gap defense, so being able to penetrate that gap and being that gap, even faster, I think that'll be beneficial for our defense. Like you said, a lot of people are throwing the ball outside in the perimeter, so us being able to run and stuff like that, I think that'll really help out our defense on the defensive line.
Corey had a big spring, obviously, got the MVP there. Has he kind of picked up where he's left off? Have you seen this?
Yeah. Corey's a great player, man. Like, he's just, he's a smaller defensive tackle, but the way he gets up on the ball is just remarkable. He's real athletic at 260 some. He's had some experience playing it his freshman year, so he's real familiar with the blocking schemes and all that stuff. So I think Corey's gonna have a great season this year.
This August compared to the spring?
I'm playing a lot more. Yeah. Other than that, just learning the key reads way better, playing like Jack and Reek did, not tying up the feet, not letting your mind, the play cause confusion on the field, just going out there, have fun, run to the ball, do everything I got to do to make Coach happy.
It seemed like that kind of started coming on at the end of spring. Is that accurate?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I was young last year. I wasn't young last year, but I still had high expectations for me for the whole year. So just sitting there looking at Reek's film from last year and all that, looking at Jack, going in the film room, watching film, listening to Coach, listening to Chase on the field. Everything's just forming better and getting better.
When you watch film with Tariq, what do you really draw from what you saw of him last year?
Well, we played the same position, and Coach wanted me to be like him and better. So watching all the keys, he did everything right. Well, not everything, but he did most of everything right. So following his footsteps and doing it 2 times better will always help me play my game better.
What was he so good at? What kind of stood out?
Everything. He did. He knew all the plays. You'll see Coach give it to him and just go out there and have fun. Not like, what you got to do here, what you got to do here. He'll just go out there, have fun, fly downfield, do everything you got to do, and just have fun with it.
We hear so much about this team defense has speed. How fast is this defense? What do you see out there?
We're the fastest defense so far. Coach always says it. We're a bunch of young kids coming here just having fun, flying around, just doing whatever we got to do to make the nasty D a nasty D. And the speed is just like all our LBs, DBs, D linemen, quick off the ball. We're just LBs, quick downhill, going on the flats, or DBs covering wide receivers, whatever it is. The speed is definitely up there again this year.
So you're the fastest linebacker?
Oh, no, I ain't the fastest D-Mac. I think D-Mac got the fastest linebacker time.
Who does?
D-Mac.
What he run?
Oh, I don't know. It was very fast.
4.40.
Yeah, like 4.4.
What do you run? Are you far behind?
I ain't that far, but he definitely got it. definitely like 4'6", 4'7". He definitely got that 4'3", 4'4".
So you're not challenging any races out there?
Oh no, he got the races. He got the races.
All right, thanks, man. At what point in camp do you just start getting antsy and want to go hit somebody that's not maroon and orange?
After the first day, you know, we had no pads on, and it's, you know, people's feet were getting tangled, and people were getting tackled and all that stuff. So it's getting a little frustrating after the first day.
Were you guys out there in pads on Friday? You were, right?
Yeah, on Friday.
How'd that feel?
It felt great. My body felt a lot better, surprisingly, after a day of pads than a day without pads. So.
Did things look different? I mean, I know some of these guys are putting on pads with you for the first time, or they haven't done it in a while. You know.
I mean, it's always weird repping without pads, because I mean, especially as linemen, because play after play, you just collide against one another, and so finally get pads on. You know that cut blocking is, you could get cut blocked on the play, so you're actually going through your fundamentals and stuff. So I like going through pads rather than not having pads. So.
I was kind of curious. I listen to you and I watch you. Like you're really just this well-spoken, polite guy when you're here. So like, what is there a flip that you switch when you get on the field? Like, what does that look like? We haven't seen a whole lot of that.
Well, I mean, yeah, like my mom brought me up right, so I mean, always practice good manners and all that. So I mean, we go on the field. I mean, I turn someone else, you know. Can't be Mr. Nice Guy anymore, you know. So I get on the field, just play ball. Don't like, I don't care about what people think of me on the field or anything. So
you have the ability to turn that on and off when you need it.
Yes.
Cool. They were asking about the speed of the defense a second ago. I mean, how do things look up front? I mean, it seems like all four of you guys are pretty quick off the ball. Even Luther, who, like Dietrich said, was the slowest guy on the defense. It sounds like he's still pretty quick off the ball.
Yeah, he's quick. I mean, he might be the slowest, but he might be one of the quickest guys on the team. That's burst off the ball, you know. So I mean, all of us, I would say, are pretty fast on the ball. Definitely, especially Corey. Corey shoots right through. It gets in the quarterback face within a matter of seconds. So, and I've been trying to race Corey off the ball. He doesn't know, but I've been racing him off the ball sometimes, trying to beat him in a couple of plays. But yeah, I would say we're pretty quick up front compared to last year.
So I guess what I'm hearing a little bit of is that, you know, like I know last year Derek was kind of a space filler in the middle, right? You know, and he would help in that aspect, and he did get in the backfield. And he did get in the backfield quite a bit. So it sounds like we should expect to see you guys in opposing backfields a little bit more this year. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's a different type of style, I would say, than last year. We would create more penetration, get in the backfield more often, I would think. Yeah.
You're a week into camp. Are you seeing guys maybe separate themselves from the other guys? Is the depth chart starting to sort itself out now that you're in pads?
Yeah, you can see some guys, like some of the younger guys especially, like you can see which ones are more advanced than the others, I would say. Like, I mean, you can see a couple of wide receivers, some of the DBs are making plays, our D tackles and stuff, like Ricky, Vinny came in the spring. He's getting really consistent now, and Ricky shows spurts, bursts of like quick twitch and getting back in the backfield. Steve has some bursts here and there too as well. So I mean, it's getting kind of exciting watching these guys develop and actually get like the grasp of it.
Yeah. What's your take on the quarterback battle as a guy who goes against those guys every day?
I mean, both of them. I think we win with either one of those quarterbacks, and they're definitely. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either one.
No, I don't have a specific number of sacks that I really want.
Thanks. Sounds good.
How's your knee?
It's doing really good. Been doing some treatment, and the staff down there, the medical staff, whatnot, they've been taking care of me. Been coming early in the morning, been taking care of it. They got me on a little program, you know. So it's feeling better.
You don't think it's anything that's going to linger for a while? Or?
See, I don't, no, because even when I was dealing with it, it's not like I really just sat out of practice, you know. It's tolerable, and now that it's getting better, so I'm excited and happy for it not being a serious injury, you know. Right.
Charlie says he wants more defensive end depth behind you guys. How are your backups like Alford and Dooley? How are they coming along?
I think Alfred and Dooley have the potential to be great players too. You know, Dooley is very hungry. He takes advantage of every practice. So does Dwayne. You know, and these players are just growing every practice, of course. You know, and as for them being defensive ends as backups for us, I think they'll be all right. They'll be fine.
As a guy who goes after the quarterbacks every day, what's your take on the quarterback battle? How are those guys looking so far?
The quarterbacks, they're looking good. There's a lot of competition there at that position, which is good for us as a team, you know. But what I like to see is them getting sacked, of course. So that's been the case. So